Here's Dak Monday remaining confident Micah would be on the field for the Cowboys week 1.
I've got confidence. I've told y'all that well way back when. And I'm just going off of experience, honestly. No different than mine, so I've got confidence in that. Just hoping, which I know he is, he's ready to play.
All right, is this the beginning of the end of the Dak era in Dallas, Cam?
I think if I'm Daquavius Prescott, I'm looking at this situation in a very much different light because, number one, if you are willing to talk to teams for your superstars, what does that mean for me? All right? And there's not a team that has more leverage than the Dallas Cowboys with having these picks that they can use at their disposal to acquire different talent. So I'm looking at it in a way where, hey, well, Jerry has openly said that he's not looking to consider trading Micah Parsons. So much so that everybody in their locker room didn't think that this was even possible. Well, now what do you say to your superstars? What do you say to Dak Prescott more than anything? But what do you say to CD? What do you say to everybody else that, hey, everybody has value and everybody has a price. And if that price is not worth me, then I can get what that value is from somebody else. And that's what it, means for Dak.
Dan, what do you think it means for Dak? Is that era over?
This is the beginning of the end for Dak Prescott. Yes. Honestly, I feel bad for Dak Prescott in a way because of the circus that we have seen play out in front of us. Here's the reality numbers-wise. If I'm accurate, Dak Prescott's cap hit next year is at $75 million. In 2027, he's at $68 million, and then 68. So while you sit there and go, them moving on from Micah Parsons is in many ways, football-wise, making your football team a lesser unit and therefore less competitive. But there's a financial reality of if they trade him, what would be the cap hit and how much can they get back in regards to Dak Prescott? There's a no trade clause, I believe, still that he has to sign off of. So, because and this is why, Cam, as much, when you say Dallas won the trade, the only way that Dallas truly wins this trade is if they use what they got to go start a new run, a real new run. And the only way that happens is a new young quarterback. Because the financial commitment that they have to Dak and CD is what it is. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It is what it is. And so the only way to do that is to go get a new, young, cheap quarterback that is a superstar. And everyone's going to go Arch Manning. You ain't getting him at 30, where your pick is going to be, or at 28. And so it feels that way, football sense-wise, but there's a salary and numbers-wise that you just sit there and go, they are just in a very, very financially tough situation in the next 2 or 3 seasons.
Go ahead, Cam. I'll let you go.
I'll say something real quick. And it's funny. Yeah, it's funny how history, repeats itself. We've seen this happen for both franchises. The Dallas Cowboys with the Herschel Walker trade, right? And then you have the Green Bay situation where they acquire a guy like Reggie White, right? I think when you say who really won, only time will tell realistically on both sides here. So when I'm looking at a Dallas situation, you can pretty much get, worst case scenario, you can get a new quarterback because what are you willing to offer? You can offer up to 4 draft picks to get a franchise quarterback with that situation. And that's why I will be fearful if I'm Dak Prescott, right? Because if you do not play well, then you're pretty much going to be disposable for anybody else to be acquired for Dallas.
I just want to say to America, I think this conversation is very, very cute. I really, really do. It really, really is. It touches me. It really, really does. What Dak era? What era?
Nah, don't be.
What era? Yeah, did we just not, I'm sorry, Dan, did you just not sit on national television and say that Micah Parsons was the best player on the franchise?
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he's the best player, right? So he was there over the last 4 or 5 years, right? Last 4 years, he wasn't even the best player on the team. I know that he got the highest salary. You understand? I mean, do you know, Cam, that the first 4 years of Dak Prescott's career, the brother didn't miss a damn game and made close to $5 million. But since that time, he's missed nearly 40% of his games, and he's collected over $260 million. This is who we talking about with Dak Prescott here. It takes, and you would know, sir, Cam, because you know you played in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had the #1 seed, right? Correct me if my math, because I want to make sure my math is a math, all right? I just want to make sure I'm clear. Don't you have to win a divisional playoff game and a conference championship game to get to the Super Bowl? That's 2, right?
Yes, sir.
And if you're a wild card team, ain't it 3?
Yes, sir.
Before to get to the Super Bowl, right? This brother is entering his 10th year. He got a total of 2 playoff wins. Dak Prescott era? What era? It's the Jerry Jones era. Let me tell you why it's the Jerry Jones era right here, okay? And I know we got to get ready to go to break, but damn it to the producers, hold on. I got something to say. Now, I got some numbers here, right? Do y'all know, you know Dallas is worth $13 billion, right?
Yes.
You know, $2.5 billion more than the second place team, the Los Angeles Rams, right? Cowboys are the NFL's most valuable team for the 19th straight year. Oh, by the way, they collected $800 million in purely local revenue just last year. Did you know that? It's true.
I did not.
This is the truth, right? Oh, by the way, estimated revenue, $1.2 billion in 2024, almost $500 million more than any other team. And oh, by the way, last but not least, operating income of $630 million. Dallas made more in profits than 19 teams made in total revenue last year. Big Cam, this is who we talking about. So if it ain't Micah, then it's Jerry. What? Dak Prescott era. What era? What is it? You tell me what I just gave you facts.
Okay.
I gave you facts.
All right.
Okay. Now he's 30 games over 500 as a starting quarterback.
That's an error.
During the regular season.
There's an error
During
to
the
that.
regular season. 2 playoff victories, though. I'm sorry.
We gotta go.
Is it just me?
So, Dan,
Is
you're
it just
saying
me?
it's the beginning of the end of the Dak era, and Stephen A. still waiting for the Dak era to start.
Come on, Dan.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Just
I mean,
wanna
they
make
won,
sure
they
we're all
won as
clear.
many games as anybody in the regular season. for 3 years.
You know what? Yeah,
The regular season award?
You got
Is
it.
that what we're doing
Remember
now?
him, Molly, right?
I know.
Yeah, the
That's what we're
Dallas
doing
Cowboys
now.
are going to be a threat. There's only about 7 or 8
In the
teams
regular
better than
season.
them.
All right, we got to leave it there. Coming up.
19 teams made in total revenue last year. Big Cam, this is who we talking about. So if it ain't Micah, then it's Jerry. What? Dak Prescott era. What era? What is it? You tell me what I just gave you facts.
Okay.
I gave you facts.
All right.
Okay. Now he's 30 games over 500 as a starting quarterback.
That's an error.
During the regular season.
There's an error
During
to
the
that.
regular season. 2 playoff victories, though. I'm sorry.
We gotta
Is
go.
it just me?
So, Dan,
Is it
you're
just
saying
me?
it's the beginning of the end of the Dak era, and Stephen A. still waiting for the Dak era to start.
Come on, Dan.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Just
I mean,
wanna
they
make
won,
sure
they
we're all
won as
clear.
many games as anybody in the regular season. for 3 years.
You know what? Yeah,
The regular season award?
You
Is that what we're doing
Remember him,
now?
Molly, right?
I know.
Yeah, the
That's what
Dallas
we're doing
Cowboys
now.
are going to be a threat. There's only about 7 or 8
In the
teams
regular
better than them.
season. All right, we got to leave it there. Coming up.